Okay.
All right, item 20, reconvene in open session, authorize any action necessary from closed session. There's no action necessary from our closed session this evening, so if you can go ahead and move on to the next
Yep,
item.
we can. Doesn't look like the public's here anymore. Anyone, any future agenda item requests? Did we have talked about already? Okay, and we
I
are,
got a question about that though, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
So what's the, if we want to get information to you that like, let's say, 4 days before the next board meeting, I go, hey, Hugh, I'd like to add something to the agenda. Do I go to Eric or do I just reach out to you directly? How does that work?
well, there's kind of a process. Obviously, Brian's group ultimately kind of approves the budget, right? You have standing items.
You're talking about the agenda, so.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
budget.
so-
I said budget, sorry.
Adding another item.
Yes.
The agenda is originally prepared by Paul Williams Water. They'll send it to us to look at for any, if there's legal items that need to go on there, if there's annual items that need to go on, we'll ask them. Send those back, and then Eric is still going to get the clearinghouse for requests from individual directors, and then he'll coordinate with the respective board president to make a final call on whether those items get added or not.
Right.
And then the agenda gets signed off by Eric, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So to your question, you could ask me, you could ask Eric, and we'd mull it over and go from there.
As a bit of education or clarification, I've experienced just in the first month some requests, and the request is a very specific paragraph of exactly how they want the agenda item to be written. And I'm trying to explain to folks is the more specific you write that, the less you can talk about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we would typically do is broaden it and say, receive report or consider an act, whatever the case may be. If there wasn't an action,
Yeah.
we maybe wouldn't put an action. But if for some reason folks have been sending me stuff
Yeah.
that is real specific, and that actually hurts your case. It paints you into a corner where you can't talk about anything else but that thing. So just keep that in mind if you're sending stuff in, and we can help. Obviously we'll help with that. And then I think the big thing is some things are intended to have a discussion. Other things there is maybe, and some there's no intention of any action. Some may be that you can request additional data or request something within a broader scope. But if it's a policy decision, then it would need to say and take action. So just we'll help sort through that. But that's an observation that I'm experiencing a good bit right now.
But generally topics are welcome, educational and, things that we can talk about like we have. I don't have any problems with that at all.
I hadn't taken the open meetings yet. I've only had time to get one of them. That was a PIA one. But I didn't know, otherwise I'd just call you or something. But,
Either way.
with the Open Meetings Act, I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able to pick up the phone and just, hey, can we do this?
Yep.
And now I'm going, all right.
Well, and I would encourage, as we kind of talked in the orientation meeting, call me, seriously.
Yeah.
If you have just a question, because it may be that I can answer it right then and there without even, going to that level. If you still want to have, an action item, so be it, or a agenda item, so be it. But I can probably explain or describe a lot of stuff without having to go even to that level.
And I've done that. I've done that with much of the staff. Just come over here and hang out and, get some information because I have a question in my mind, right? Well, I want more information or I'm going to be educated on it. Yeah. Just bring coffee.
I encourage it. I mean, I think you and I have conversations often and it's on, whatever topics. And I think generally you walk away thinking, wow, I didn't know that.
I learned a lot.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've had a lot of questions, so I got more.
Good.
Good.
All right. I think we did it. That's a wrap. All right. Meeting adjourned.